Hi, I'm Richard from Aqua Warehouse and I want to tell you all about the Covana Legend for swim spas. So it's really quite simple. It's an electric automated swim spa cover and gazebo combo. So I literally open the cover at the turn of a key and up she goes. It's as simple as that. And this will go as high as 3 meters. But if you wanted this to, if for some reason you had a low branch or some sort of object up there, we can automatically set it to restrict it lower than that if you so wish. But if I let go of the key, it stops. And to lower it down, I turn the key. It's really simple. So what I love about it is it's secure. So if I wanted to take the key away, I can stop unwanted people, kids, you know what little Johnny's like, from using the spa when you don't want to. And one of the questions we commonly get asked is what happens if there was a power cut or electric failure or something? Don't worry, it just stops. So it's not going to accidentally just bop you on the head, so don't worry about that. So put the key in, twist, and the Covana comes down. It's as simple as that. Conventional swim spa covers are quite cumbersome and awkward and heavy to remove. Well, this is as simple as turning a key. And some of the larger swim spa covers come in actually 3 sections. So one goes one way, one goes the other way, and then you have a third piece in the middle that's really tricky. It's a sort of a 2-person job to get that last cover off. And if you want to swim on your own, well, that's not going to work, is it? So that's one of the advantages of the Covana Legend. It's as simple as turning a key. Secondly, a lot of customers ask us about heat retention. Now this is a solid roof. It's got really good heat retention. And when the guys install it, they install it with a rubber seal. And this rubber seal is installed to the contours of the tub because every swim spa is slightly made differently. So that when the Legend sits down, there's a really tight, heat-tight seal. So it's amazingly heat efficient. So one of the other questions customers ask us is, are they able to put some sort of grass or decking on top, or can they walk on top, etc.? And the answer is a simple no. The design of the Legend is really simply to keep the heat in, and it is designed for a snow load. We sell these covers in northern Canada and in the Swiss Alps and the French Alps, so it's quite good out in the cold weather with a snow load, but that's it, nothing heavier than that. But from a safety point of view, I have, in an exhibition, walked on this cover just to demonstrate how strong it is, but it's not advisable. We don't sell it on the basis you can walk on it. So please don't add AstroTurf or decking or your garden furniture to it, because it's just simply not designed for it. So there are 2 colour options available. One is a slate grey and one is a mocha, which is like a dark brown colour. Now you might have noticed when I lifted the roof, there's also available these blinds, which are quite nice. They only have them in either solid black or this lovely picture, which is a coastline view, which is quite pretty. But notice the blind is only between the 2 legs. So if you're preparing your base for a Covana Legend, one of the things that's really important is you need the base, the concrete base, to be 3 meters wide. 3 meters wide to allow for these 4 legs. There's obviously 2 either side. And people often ask us, my swim spa is already in decking. Can I put the Legend on top of the deck? And the answer is no. We need the legs of the Legend to be on the same level, the same floor as the swim spa itself. And notice if you look down here, there's a shaft that connects these 2 legs. And customers sometimes ask us, can I just put a pad down for that leg and a pad down for that leg? And the answer is no, because we need a base for that complete shaft between the legs. And the other little thing that people make a mistake on is they forget to allow enough room for a technician to be able to walk around the leg. So it's not just the 3 meters for the base, but then enough room. I don't want a brick wall here, basically. I need to be able to walk around the leg if the techs need to gain access to the spa and the Legend. The other thing I want to show you whilst I'm down here is the electrics. We often get asked, is the Covana Legend electric? And yes, it is, but it's battery powered. So by the spa is a box, and inside the box is a battery. Here I have one to show you. It comes with 2 batteries, and they're quite a big chunky battery, and each charge will do about 80 lifts, okay? And then when your battery runs down, you literally switch them over with the full one you've got in the house. It comes with a trickle charger in the house. Switch them over and you're good to go. We strongly recommend changing the batteries over once a month just get into the habit of changing the batteries over once a month to avoid letting them run all the way down. Now, one of the other things I want to talk about is what we mentioned earlier on about decking. A lot of people these days are sinking their swim spas and they're decking around to make it look nice, which is fine. But what we've got to be careful of is that when you're building that deck around the legs, you need to give us a little bit of room around those legs, because with decking, especially in the winter months, it gets moisture and it expands and contracts. And before you know it, the decking is now pushing onto the leg, which could be detrimental. The leg needs to go up and down freely, and if the decking was pushing onto the leg, we get restrictions. And then the Covana stops working, people call customer care, we go out and find actually nothing to do with the Covana, the problem is due to the deck. So whoever's building your deck, please make sure they are asked to leave a little bit of a gap to avoid that issue. And also, whilst we're talking about decking, is that we have some people that build decking and they build the joists, the understructure to the decking, actually right up close to the legs, which really causes a problem for our technicians if there's an issue. So we need any joists underneath, any understructure, to be away from the legs, to give us room to work. So hopefully that gives you some insights about the Covana Legend, and if you want to visit one, pop into your local showroom soon. Thanks, folks.